Hey guys, happy Tuesday, happy New Year, happy January 2nd. I am so excited to be on here today. I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to hop on and then I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I have a grocery order that's about to be delivered and I'm really worried they're gonna try to knock. And I'm also trying to hurry up and get this done before my husband gets home. I am so excited for the new year. I'm so excited to take this time and do a little training for you guys. This is something new that I am going to be doing in 2024. I want to focus heavily on coaching and training and leading in 2024. And so weekly, I will be coming on our team page and training on something. It's not going to be at a specific time. A lot of the times it's probably going to be around this time when I get off work, but it might be in the mornings. It might be on my lunch break. It's pretty much just when I have the time to go live that day, but it's a non-negotiable for me, and I will be training on something every Tuesday unless I'm on vacation. So it could be training on something very small, or it could be training on a bigger topic. It could be a 5-minute training. It could be an hour training. You never know what it's going to be. If you have suggestions, things that you want me to train on, always feel free to, reach out to me. Let me know that there's something you're struggling with that you would like a little bit of extra training on, and I'll be more than happy to incorporate that into some of my trainings. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you watch the replay though, please put hashtag replay in the comments so that I have, seen that you saw this. If you're watching on YouTube, hey, I'm going to upload all of these trainings to YouTube as well, just to, be generous to the Cincy community. We are a family. We got to stick together. So, New Year. New year means new goals. At least it does for me. I don't know about you guys. I normally see a lot more people creating goals and posting their goals, and I haven't seen a lot of that this year, which is really shocking to me. I don't know why, but I am a goal-oriented person. 150,000%, that's me. And if I don't make goals, if I don't have something that I'm looking forward to, then I fall into a rut, I get spacey, I don't know what to work on, and it's just a disaster. So I wanted to get on here today and chat about the importance of making goals for the new year, not just in your Cincy business, even though that's obviously what I'm going to be focused on today, but in your regular personal life as well. I made a ton of goals this year. If you guys saw my post yesterday in the team page, I wished you guys a happy new year and I shared my goals, which was a very, I normally don't do that. I make goals every single year. This is the first year that I've shared them publicly. I've even shared them on my social media, which I never do, but it's kind of supposed to keep me accountable. And I feel so different about this year. I feel like this year is going to be really, really good. And I hope that you feel that way too. And if you don't right now, if you have a little bit of anxiety, if you are struggling, if you don't have goals set, you probably are kind of just at that moment where you're like, oh my gosh, you're panicking because you didn't prepare for this, you didn't prepare for the new year, and that's totally fine. So if you have anxiety in your heart right now, just literally wash it all away, because it is never too late to write down a new goal. It is never too late to make a plan. And at the same time, it does not have to be a new year in order for you to make goals in Cincy or your personal life. So if you're watching this and it's June or August, feel free to pretend like it's a new year and set some goals for yourself, because what you can do in just 90 days will shock you. And another thing that I want to talk to you guys about really quickly is I want everyone in here that's watching to understand what Cincy can do for your life. And I'll include the income disclosure below. I'll include it on YouTube. Cincy has literally changed my life. We traveled last year more than I ever have, and I definitely know that that would not be possible without Cincy. I visited 3 different countries alone with Scentsy. And that definitely wouldn't have been possible without Scentsy. And not only did I visit those 3 countries with Scentsy, but I did it completely free. And not to mention, Scentsy helped pay for our wedding, which was such a beautiful wedding. It was so amazing to be able to have a wedding like that. I never thought I would ever be able to have a wedding like that. And, you know, it also has allowed us to put money back and have money in savings and have extra spending money and go on other trips. And it would not have been possible without Scentsy. And so if you're in that phase of your life right now where you're like, you're wanting to make extra money, you are wanting to travel more, maybe some of your goals are to do those things, I want you to know that Scentsy can be the gateway and the vessel for those things to happen. You just have to put in the work ethic that it takes to get there. And it's not going to be easy. A lot of times people think that this business is a piece of cake. It's not easy because you have to be disciplined in the fact of working your business. You're not just going to, you know, make hundreds and thousands of dollars a month if you don't put in the work ethic that it takes. You have probably noticed in your paychecks that when it feels like you're working more throughout the month, you see that in your next paycheck. When you're talking to more people, when you're recruiting more, when you are selling more, when you're going live more, when you're partying more, you are seeing a bigger jump in your paychecks because you are working more. And I feel like in 2024, what we need to get away from is working our business off and on. Instead of working your business off and on, when you're working it on, when you're actually working your business, you're going super hard. But then when you stop working your business, you're dead silent. You're not doing anything. And what that creates is a little bit of distrust with your customers. They don't really know if you're serious. They don't really know if you're, you know, if this is something that truly means something to you. Because at the end of the day, there's so many Scentsy consultants out there. I hear it all the time, especially when I'm having a joint conversation with somebody. Well, there's just so many people in my town that do it. But guess what? There's not a lot of people in your town that are working it seriously. There's not a lot of people in your town that are working it like a true business, and you can be that person for them. And a lot of times people might think, oh, well, it's just smell goods, but you can literally deliver a whole experience to your customers. My customers get samples, they get thank you mail. When I do a Scent event for them, it's fun. When we're doing a party, I'm not just, you know, showing up with some smell goods. We are, you know, we're doing a theme. We are playing games. I'm coming up with ways that, you know, we can incorporate our theme into the scents that we're smelling. Like there's so many different things that you can do. There's so many out of the box ways. There's so many trainings on YouTube that you can watch. So just understand that you can deliver an entire experience to your customers, and it can be fun for them. And if it's fun for them, they might even want to do it themselves. And then that's when you can get into leading and coaching. And then that's when you can get into, you know, earning these trips and shocking yourself and growing a real business with Scentsy. So if you have sat back in your span of being a consultant and you've told yourself these lies that you can't do what she does, you can't make thousands of dollars a month with Scentsy, you can't promote to director, you can't be a leader, you don't know how to train, you can't earn a free trip. If you have told yourself these lies over the course of you being a consultant, put it down right now and sit down tonight, sit down in the next couple of days and jot yourself down some goals. And if it's something that scares you, if you don't really know where to start, first of all, you can always reach out to me. I will always chat goals with you. It's my favorite topic. I love creating goals for myself and for other people. I have just gotten back into coaching calls, and that's my favorite part. And if you've done a coaching call with me, you know that my first question to you is, what do you want? What do you want in Scentsy? How much money do you want to make? Do you want to earn that free trip? What is Scentsy to you? Where do you want Scentsy to take you? And then based on what you tell me, I am giving you income producing activities, and I'm giving you goal producing activities that are going to get you to where you want to be. And those people that have worked with me, that have taken what I have told them and they have put it into either their own work, or they have, you know, if they have taken into account what I've said and put any force behind that at all, they have seen the power in what doing those attainable, you know, activities does for your business. And that is where I feel like people get a little bit mixed up when they make goals in their business, is they make goals, but then they don't act on them. And acting on them, the biggest part, in my opinion, about a goal when you act on it is breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. I have a goal of promoting to star director this year. I've been a director with Scentsy now for, goodness gracious, like 3.5 years, if not longer than that. And I just feel like it's time for me to go the next level in my Scentsy career. I feel like it's been time, but I have not put in that work ethic that I need to be at the top. And that's why I'm taking it up a notch this year. And so where I was going with that is that if I look at that huge goal and I say I want to be a star director this year, but I don't change things, nothing changes if nothing changes. So maybe some of you have sat down at the end of this year, or at the end of 2023, and you said, okay, I want to be a director this year. Okay, I want to sell $2,000 a month this year. What have you done yesterday and today? What did you do in December to prepare for January? Do you have parties booked? Did you get the Bring Back My Bar bundle? Did you get the early access Mardi Gras collection? Did you get the early access Valentine's Day collection? Have you talked to your customers about those collections coming out? Have you jotted down a dream team list? Do you want to recruit more in January? Have you sat down and thought about who you might want on your team? So that's what I'm talking about. Once you make goals, it's not just about making them. It's about breaking them down and actually doing the things. So if you don't really know where to start with your goals, what I want you to do is I want you to start with your personal goals, okay? And this is in regards to Scentsy. So obviously make some goals for yourself. I've made goals. You know, I want to work out more. I want to develop a better morning routine and night routine. I want to spend more time with Jesus. So obviously make goals for yourself in that way. But what I also want you to do in regards to Scentsy is I want you to first think about your personal goals. Where do you want to be this year? Is there a specific title that you want to reach? How many people do you want to recruit? Do you want to strive to earn the trip this year? What about the summer incentive? Maybe we're going to start with the summer incentive. What big goals do you want to hit this year? Then I want you to take a look at what you want to do for the community. When I say community, I say that because Scentsy is a community and we are all kind of in this together, I feel like. Scentsy's always been that way. That's what I love about this culture that Scentsy has created. And so I feel like as a consultant, it's really important to just do something each month for your space and for your people. And that could be literally sharing something on your sponsor's team page. We have a team page, you guys, as I'm live right now in it. It's dead sometimes. It's so dead. And it's also disheartening as a leader to put in effort sometimes and not see that reciprocated. And so if Scentsy is something that's important to you, share something. And I feel like a lot of the times it comes from us just not feeling like maybe we're like worthy, or maybe sharing what we think that what we're sharing doesn't matter, but it does. And if you have, you know, chatted with me about Scentsy, if I have trained you, if I have talked to you, if you've ever shown me something that you've done, odds are I have asked you to share it in the team page. And hey, Amanda, odds are, I asked Amanda today or yesterday, she shared her goals with me for this month, and she did it in such a cool way. She broke it down into sticky notes so that this month when she hits those goals, she can snatch those sticky notes off the wall or she can check them off. And I loved it. I literally kind of did something similar on my board right over there that I'm about to show you guys. And I thought it was the best idea ever, and I asked her to share it in the team page. And it's because it's just, you don't even realize what you can do for another consultant by sharing something that you might think is so minuscule and so small. It could literally change their entire business. It could give them that little bit of motivation. It could give them that light bulb that goes off in their head and makes them want to work. Like, you never know what you can do for somebody's business just by sharing the smallest thing. So also be thinking about maybe some community goals, things that you want to add to the community. It doesn't have to be anything big, you guys. Don't let that one stress you out. That's the least important thing. The most important is your personal, and then team if you want to be a leader. And that's where I was about to get to. Then break it down into a team goal. Do you want to coach more? Do you want to recruit more, right? A big team goal for me this year is having, I would love to have at least 3, I would love 4 directors. I would love 4 first-generation directors. I am ready to have some strong, heavy hitter leaders on the team that I can, work with to come up with team events and just all the things. And so that is like a huge goal for me this year. And it goes hand in hand with my personal goal of promoting to star director, because I have to have directors under me in order to do that. So understand that when you make these goals, you're probably going to see a lot of them go hand in hand together. For instance, I, had a goal of contributing more to the Cincy community. And so how am I going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Every single time I do one of these Tuesday trainings with you guys, I'm just going to download the video and upload it to my YouTube. And I'm going to share it in the director page, and they can share it with their teams. It's something that simple. It's going to take me an extra 5 minutes, and I'm contributing to the Cincy community. So understand that your goals are probably going to go hand in hand with each other, and you're probably going to see that when you're giving a little bit more effort to one area, the other areas of your business are also going to start blooming as well. Okay? So have you made your 2024 goals? That's what you want to ask yourself. If the answer is no, then what you want to do is sit down and make those tonight. And I want you guys to post up under my post from yesterday where I shared my goals, and I want you to share yours. Okay? Go big or go home. Okay? And if you don't want to go big, if you go big into what you feel like is big for you, that could be you promoting to director. That could be you earning a free trip. That could be you earning the summer incentive, or that could be you being active every single month. If you're a hobbyist, and you want to get your Cincy products for free, that's a great goal. Being active every month, having an open party every month, being active, and collecting your free and half off rewards every single month. Okay? But what we're not going to do is sit here and not make goals. Because we, as human beings, we strive off of making goals, we strive off of hitting them, we strive off of bettering ourselves, and it's going to help you. I promise you it's going to help you. Okay, another thing that you can do is you can choose a word. If you want to take it a step further, I chose a word for this year, and that word was discipline. I feel like I am very good at creating goals, and I feel like I'm very good at consistently working my business, but what I feel like I'm not good at is staying disciplined in routines. So if I start something in my business, if I don't see immediate results, then I kick it to the curb, and I want to be better about trying new things and seeing how they work and seeing, where it takes me in my business, and if it doesn't work, in 90 days reevaluating and then maybe cutting things out. But think big, you guys. Put your goals in the post that I made yesterday. Put them in the comments if you are on YouTube and you want to hold yourself accountable. I am very active on social media because I find that if I post about my goals and what I'm trying to achieve on social media, I feel like there's eyes on me and I feel like, okay, I gotta work. And that's just how my brain works. And so maybe that's you, maybe that's not you. Find what works for you to hold yourself accountable. There's so many people in this team page. Find yourself an accountability buddy. Go onto our team page and say, hey, I'm looking for an accountability buddy in 2024, trying to take it up a notch. Who's with me? Find yourself an accountability buddy. Reach out to the people on your team. And like I said, if you don't know where to start, I highly recommend just getting some systems in place for your business and making that a goal. And customer appreciation, guys. Customer appreciation is so huge, and that is what I wanted to talk about with you guys today, just for a little bit as a little bonus. In 2024, make sure that you are taking such good care of your customers. I have chatted a little bit about this in the past, but I do mail for my customers. And in January, I started a brand new, like this January, I started a brand new, I start sending them a little sample of the scent of the month to every customer that has ordered in the past 3 months. It's just something little new I'm going to be doing. And it's just something that I have budgeted in for my business this year, and it's going to keep me in front of their faces. It's also a form of appreciation. They're going to get a newsletter from me in the mail. They're going to get a scent of the month sample in the mail as well. So they can try that. If they like it, they might buy it. It'll be able, I'm going to make sure that I put really like intentional things in my newsletter that kind of makes them communicate with me more, because I feel like I'm missing that a little bit with my customers, is just that communication. I feel like they see that my love is reciprocated, but I want to talk to them more. I want to know more about what's going on in their life. I want to know more about, you know, how I can help them, if there's anything I can do for them. So just understand that. And so if you need an example of what I'm talking about when I say that, for example, Bring Back My Bar Month, in this month's newsletter, I sent them all the Bring Back My Bars, and I told them to send me a text of 6 scents that they want to try, and I would send them samples. And so they have to message me in order to get samples, and then I can have that conversation with them. I can ask them how their New Year was, how their Christmas was. We can talk about, you know, what scents they would like. Can't even talk. We can talk about what scents they will like, and then when I send them out, I can reach back out to them, see what they thought. If they loved them, we can have conversations about them hosting a party. If they host a party, we can have conversations about them joining, and that is how it works. That is how this business works. And so understand that you are dealing with human beings, and you might be the thing in their life that makes them happy. They could be having a terrible day, and they open their mailbox and they're expecting a whole bunch of bills, and they find a cute little letter from you thanking them for their order and providing them with samples, and they smell the samples and it smells so good, and it just adds a little bit of joy to their life. So understand that you matter, your customers matter, and your work matters, okay? Don't look at yourself in this business as I'm just a Scentsy consultant. Look at yourself as somebody who provides joy, who provides happiness, who can bless lives, because you literally can. I don't know where I would be or what I would do without Scentsy. My life would look a lot different right now. I know it would. It would look a lot different. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this training. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I hope you guys have an amazing 2024. I am watching you, I am cheering you on, and I cannot wait for you to crush your goals. Bye, guys.